Hello and welcome to the ultimate guide to scratching posts. Today we'll be talking about why you should get a scratching post, what makes a good scratching post, choosing the right scratching post for your cat and your home, introducing your cat to their new scratching post, and taking care of your new scratching post. My name is Charlotte and this is my cat Pepper, and we're here to help raise the standard of living with and caring for cats. If you're a fellow cat lover, go ahead and click subscribe. We have tons of cat education on this channel. So let's get right into it. Why should you get a scratching post? There are major benefits of scratching posts for cats. Cats need to scratch their claws against tough surfaces in order to remove old nail sheaths and dead skin. Out with the old, in with the new. When cats scratch something, they're marking their territory and claiming it as their own. This is due to the scent glands located in their pad paws. But a scratching post isn't just about the scratch. It's also about getting a much needed full body stretch. Being able to arch their back and extend their legs fully is a movement that feels really good to cats. Not only is it good for their physical health, but it benefits their mental health as well. Scratching helps your cats release stress. It's basically a form of self-care for them. There's no fighting this natural instinct, which is why they're going to start shredding your curtains or your furniture if they don't have proper scratching posts. So I guess the last benefit of a scratching post, beyond how much it helps your cat, is that it will also help your furniture. So what makes a good scratching post? The basic need of a good scratching post is essentially a delightfully rough surface for a satisfying scratch. But there are 3 other features to look out for when shopping around. Consider these factors. The size. It's too often that we see tiny scratch posts that are barely taller than the height of your cat. Realistically, this thing is going to get flung around and your cat won't get any kind of stretch from it. Find an option that can provide both for them. Material. Sisal is an excellent choice for most scratching surfaces. It's strong, natural, and has an irresistibly rough yet pliable texture. You can also look for a carpet material that offers a smoother look than Sisal with that same long-lasting quality. Sturdiness. Cats are used to the stability that trees provide in the wild, which is why a scratching post needs to be made from solid materials that stay firmly on the ground while in use. You could opt for a wall-mounted scratcher, which is another reliable and trusty alternative with a smaller footprint. If a post is wobbly or insecure, cats will opt for a more reliable scratching outlet, like your leather sofa. How to choose the right scratching post. There are a few things to think about when shopping for a scratching post, taking both your cat and your home into consideration. Observe your cat's preferences. Cats might not all scratch the same way, so taking note of how your cat likes to scratch will help inform what post you should go for. If you've noticed that your cat likes to crouch down and scratch at the carpet, they're likely a horizontally inclined scratcher. For these cats, we'd recommend a scratching board that can be placed on the floor. Just make sure that you're getting a board with some type of pads on the bottom to avoid slipping. If you see your cat stretching up high to scratch the walls or the sofa, a vertical scratching option would be best for them. This is probably the most common style of scratcher, but there's a huge variety in both size and quality on the market. This one's made from premium ash plywood and tightly wrapped Sisal rope. It clocks in at 3 feet tall, so cats have plenty of room to stretch. Adventurous cats might even hop on top and perch on it, making it even more enjoyable. Which brings us to versatility and finding a scratching post that can fulfill more than one purpose at a time. So working with the space you have available. A lot of cat parents, myself included, live in really small spaces, and we don't necessarily have ample room to provide all these different options on the floor. If that's the case for you, we'd recommend going with a piece that takes up very little space or is used for more than one thing. For example, this scratching board that we already showed you has an option to come with a wall mount. It's so convenient for small spaces because it takes up virtually no room. You can also mount it whatever height you want and really customize it to how your cat likes to stand and scratch. It can be easily removed though if for some reason your cat wants to switch it up and place it on the floor temporarily. Aside from wall-mounted options, there are a ton of cat trees that double as scratching posts. This tree has multiple platforms for cats to climb and perch, but its central pillar is completely covered in Sisal rope, providing a scratching surface at every level. Then there's something like this tower that has a carpet built into the side, very much replicating the experience of the side of a couch. It's likely that when your cat is in the mood to scratch, they may have a lot of energy and might want to climb, jump, and perch as well. A cat tree and scratching post combination would be a great option and saves you space by giving you a 2-in-1 piece in your home. So let's go over introducing your cat to their new scratching post. Many cat parents struggle to convince their cat to actually use the new scratching post. And we know this can be so frustrating, but this can be fixed with a few simple tricks. We're gonna have your cat ignoring your furniture and engaging their scratching post. So here are the tips. Consider the location. With scratching posts, we find the majority of cat parents make the mistake of placing the scratching post in dark corners, behind furniture, or simply tucked out of sight. This is likely what is causing your cat to ignore it. The combination of the visual scratch marks and the scents that are released from the cat's glands when they scratch are signals of territory marking. And so when you place the scratching post in a dark corner, it makes sense that this is a place that cats wouldn't normally want to scratch. They want to mark their territory out in the open to show off. With all this in mind, some of the best locations to put your scratching post include out in the open in high traffic areas. You don't want to have to keep the scratching post here forever. You can slowly move the post away to a more inconspicuous area of your home, but start off in these high traffic areas, and this will help your cat become more engaged. Near areas where they're already scratching. If your cat is already scratching in a certain area of your home, it makes sense to place their scratching post near this area, since they've already indicated that this is a spot in the home where they enjoy engaging in scratching behaviors. Next to their bed or where they sleep. Cats love to scratch first thing in the morning, and scratching motion helps them start their day with a nice stretch of their toes, shoulders, and feet. Placing the post near the bed gives them a great opportunity to stretch and scratch when they wake. Near a window. If your cat can see wildlife outside the window, this will often lead to excitement, which often leads to a desire to scratch. You could try catnip. If you have a cat that enjoys catnip, try sprinkling a little bit on their scratching post. In particular, placing catnip at both the base and the top of the post will help her use her full post. In addition, your cat will likely now create positive associations with the post and be more inclined to use it in the future. Not to mention, just the simple act of climbing up their post to reach the catnip will get them used to the feeling of their paws on the post. And if your cat doesn't like catnip, but they have a favorite treat, try that same thing, but with a treat instead of catnip. If you have a cat who likes to play, try engaging them in play around their post to get them used to the new piece of furniture. In particular, we recommend using a wand-type toy to help draw your cat over to the post. You can wiggle the wand around the post, encouraging your cat to reach up and grab the toy. Your goal here should be to get your cat to bring their paws up to the post when they try to get the toy. You can also place one of your cat's favorite toys on the top of their post to encourage them to climb up it. It's all about providing your cat with positive associations around this post, while also convincing them to place their paws on it without any force. Using force will almost always backfire on you. While cats generally don't have any issues with climbing up objects, if your cat has never seen a scratching post before, it might be worth placing the post on its side to encourage him to check it out. If you do find that you have a cat who seems to prefer horizontal scratching post, our Tab horizontal scratching board was specifically designed to sit on any horizontal surface. Use multiple posts. We understand that investing in multiple scratching posts might seem like a risk if you're not even sure what your cat will use, but there's no denying that the more scratching posts you place throughout your home, the more likely it is that your cat will leave your furniture alone and will use their posts instead. If you're not ready to invest in multiple scratching posts, use the tips from earlier on. Get your cat interested in one post and slowly start to add as you become more confident that your cat will actually use them. Keep in mind, if you've got more than one cat, you should probably have more than one scratching post. So let's touch on taking care of your scratching post. Just like you regularly care for the furniture in your home, taking care of your cat's furniture should be no different. Incorporating a light cleaning into your weekly or monthly cleaning routine will help keep your scratching post looking great. During this cleaning, you can wipe down any wood or solid surfaces with warm soapy water. Unscented is best, as this will be most comfortable for your cat's return. Trim any scratching surfaces that have started to show signs of wear. You'd be surprised with what a little trimming and sprucing up can do to make it look as good as new. Sweep around the base of the scratching post. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this was helpful. Have you ever lost a piece of furniture due to your cat's scratching antics? There's no shame in it, but let us know in the comments. We want to hear your stories, and that helps you bond with other cat people. If you learned something new, go ahead and give us a like. And share this video and our channel with other cat lovers. We've got way more cat education to come, so make sure to follow along. Thanks for watching. See you next time.